Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you a few wrist exercises and stretches to help prepare you for weight bearing and keep your wrists strong and flexible. So come to sit on a folded blanket or a block, and we're going to start by sitting up tall. We're going to bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, and we'll roll the wrists. And by rolling the wrists like this slowly, we are spreading the synovial fluid through the wrist joint, which helps it become, it's sort of like greasing the joints. Makes them move more easily with less friction. And we're going to go in the opposite direction now. So it's like one hand is guiding the other, and then the other, and then the other. Okay, and then extend the arms out in front, tuck your thumbs into your palms, wrap your fingers around, and roll your wrists. Big circles, try to keep the elbows straight. You might hear some clicking or cracking, that's just things tight in there. And then let's go around the other way. Sometimes you are actually getting some air pockets out, which is often what we hear in a crack. But in my case, it's tight tendons. All right, and then we'll pull all the fingers, including the thumb, back with the elbows straight, and we'll hear it be just probably about 5 breaths is enough, a minute. Okay, and then we'll switch hands. Again, thumb in, try to get the tips of the fingers in as well, elbows straight. Deep breaths. And if you want to do this a little more intensely or for a little bit longer, you can bring the fingertips to the floor, bring the palms down, keep the fingers spread, and let the heels of the hands drop down to the floor. Now, if your elbows are straight all the way and you're not feeling anything, bend the elbows back toward you. And we'll just give this another 5 breaths or so. Now in yin class, I do hold this pose for about 2 minutes. And when doing that, we want to give some time for the connective tissue to land back in its new arrangement. So we don't want to be using the wrists and the hands right away after a stretch like this. But for 5 breaths, it's not quite the same result as if we held it for 2 minutes. But you may already feel that things have shifted and changed. So just give it a moment, take a deep breath. You might feel energy moving through the hands. And then we can move the fingers, move the wrists a little bit. So next I'm going to show you a wrist exercise which I just came across a little while ago. And it turns out, even though I do a lot of yoga, my wrists aren't as strong as they could be. So I'll show you the mild version of the exercise because we don't want to, injure anybody or overwhelm you. You're going to make fists with the thumbs out and place the flat part of your fingers down onto the mat. And then we're going to bend the elbows outward, and we're going to bring the backs of the hands down, rolling them down onto the mat, and then back up. Now at first you might feel, oh, this is nothing. Some of you might even have a sudden release here, and that means the wrist muscles are not actually activating. So you want to go slow. You want to bend the elbows. You want to touch every part of the back of the hand down and then back up again, so you're not missing any parts. Just do a couple more. Now, this is a good beginning. If you're doing this frequently enough and you feel stronger through the wrists, you can come up onto the hands and the knees to do it. A little bit more of a challenge for the wrists, like that. You can also do this forward more, and that becomes even more of a challenge, but I'm not ready for that yet. So I hope you use this. I mean, with all the computer use that we're doing, where our wrists are not as flexible and strong as they need to be, and without injuring ourselves when we actually do stuff. So do this daily, every day, if you can, and you should have better, stronger wrists. All right. Talk to you soon. Namaste.